One thing people are always telling me, you're dumb or so stupid. Another thing people are always telling me, you're lucky. You know, actually, I don't believe in luck. I also don't believe I'm dumb, but that's open to debate. What is luck, or what do people think of when they hear that word luck? Now, over the years, even before YouTube, I've come across many great deals. I've talked about some of these, and some I've actually shown you in the various hauls that we've done. Some of them are extraordinarily good deals, like buying Lego sets for a penny at Toys R Us, or things at 90% clearance, or eBay hauls that have stuff that shouldn't have been there or you weren't expecting to be there. Come across quite a few of those. But is it really luck or is it hard work? Well, I'm going to talk more about that in this video, and I think at the end I'll throw something in about YouTube, because I know a lot of you have worked really hard with YouTube and you're probably disappointed with the news, but I'm going to give you hope. So what about this thing with luck? Is it really luck? No. As I said before, I think it is hard work. Now, what you don't see a lot of times when I do these hauls, and perhaps I should vlog everything that I do, but I just don't really have the time, and I don't think to always pull out the camera when I'm looking at stuff. But sometimes when I find a deal, like at a Target, I may have gone to 7 to 10 Target stores in that day. I don't do that now because I'm not as aggressively looking for things, but for years, even before YouTube, I would go and scour all the Targets in my area and keep in mind what they had in stock, and I would go on the day the clearance would be marked down. And actually, I haven't done it in so long now, I can't remember what day of the week it is. I think it's Thursday. Used to be like a Wednesday. I don't worry about it as much as I used to. But I used to be there at 8 o'clock when they marked it down. And sometimes I would go and they wouldn't mark it down. So I'd have to go back the next week. And it was just a continuous effort until you finally have that time when you get there and they've just marked down all the UCS Star Wars sets. That's how I got the Millennium Falcon. Well, that one technically wasn't a UCS set, but the TIE Interceptor and the X-Wing Fighter and the Millennium Falcon, picked all those up for $25. They were basically $100 sets. I got for $25. I bought as many of them as I could. I had another time, I was at a Target, and they had the set 8877, that castle set. I got one over there. I'll show it to you later one day. But they were $25. I bought all that could fit in my van. They had well over 100 of them at the store, so I don't think this was a thing where I'm robbing them, keeping them, little kids from getting them. For some reason, I think they had an overstock and they shipped them all to the store, and they were just trying to get rid of them. There were plenty of them there, and I would have got more if I could, but I had no more room in my van. So I think it was like maybe 20 that I bought, and those are a rather large set, but for $25, had to get it. So those success stories are exciting and it's fun to tell about them, but the times I go to the store and I don't find anything, that's not as fun and exciting to talk about, so I don't usually talk about it. But there may be countless trips to the store where I don't find anything. And would you say that's unlucky? Well, no, I don't believe in luck. I just think you got to know your territory, you got to know what's out there, and you got to be looking. Same thing with eBay. I would scour eBay listings every single day. Not just looking at the titles and the descriptions, but looking at the pictures. Sometimes the things in the thumbnail would get me over there, and what was in the thumbnail wasn't necessarily in the auction. Sometimes the thumbnail didn't have all the details of what was actually in the auction. You go there and there'd be more pictures of what was there. Always, always, always scouring to look for those deals. Countless hours spent not finding anything, but every now and then you find a treasure. So what I think it's not luck, it's hard work. So when you see that YouTuber or that Instagrammer or somebody on your Facebook group posting a really great deal, don't just say you were lucky. Say that was a good find. That was hard work for you to go out there and find that. I know there's a guy in my Lego user group. He is always finding deals at Goodwill and thrift stores, and I seem to never find them. Well, today that changed. I actually found something, and I want to show it to you. I didn't find it today, but I'm going to show it to you today, because he is always finding things, and this isn't as awesome as some of the things he found, but let me show it to you. Okay, so I know this isn't exciting for most of you, so I'll try to make this quick. I found this, this bag, and the thing at Goodwill and a lot of thrift stores, they'll put a lot of different toys in a bag and just sell the bag for a price. I think this was like $7, which is probably still too much for this, but sometimes you find stuff that's a really good deal. Sometimes you find Lego mixed in with other things, and it's worth getting it just to get the Lego pieces out of it, blah, blah, blah. Well, this one had Quattro bricks all in it, all kinds of Quattro. And I was like, man, this is great. I mean, I instantly picked it up because Quattro, I know it's not exciting to a lot of you, but I am trying to collect different Quattro. And it'd be nice if there was a 2x4 blue Quattro brick, but I don't think this is going to have that because this comes from set 5357. I'm pretty sure of that because when I was going up to the checkout line, there was a woman with 2 kids looking at some DVDs at the front of the Goodwill store, and she had the box for Quattro set 5357. And I was like, oh no. And I was just regretting that when I pulled into the Goodwill, I went to the bathroom first instead of going straight back to the toys. I'm never usually in a hurry because I usually don't find anything. And I was like, if I had just gone back there, I could have got the box too. Now the box, she had the Quattro box. I had the Quattro pieces. So I'd rather have the pieces than the box. In fact, I think I already got with that box. It's the big box for 5357. But I was like, I wanted to ask her, like, do you really want that? But then I was like, well, she had, her kids saved her, so maybe she was lucky. She had kids. Because I was like, no, I'm not going to do it. Or I could have offered her, I said, hey, you know, these pieces, they go with that set. But she was there before me, so she would have seen this and had the opportunity to choose to get that. So I didn't even say anything to her, but it was like, oh, I could have got the box too. So that's my Goodwill find. And I know it's not as an exciting thing for most of you. You like to find other things, but it is possible to find stuff. You just got to take the time to look. Don't go past a Goodwill store without stopping and looking. I've probably been in this Goodwill store a dozen times and not found anything. So I know it's not much, but who knows, the next time there could be a Star Wars set in there or something. So be sure to go check out Mardigrasman23. He did the video about dumb luck in Lego investing and how you just sometimes you find those seemingly random good deals. He mentions a few that he found. So go check out that video. I'll have a link in the description below and in the cards. And be sure to subscribe to Mardigrasman23. He's been a great supporter to this channel. All right, one more thing. I'll make this real quick. I know a lot of you have been talking about the demonetization on YouTube and how it's going to affect a lot of small YouTube creators. I've talked about it, and I mentioned my journey over on BrickTsar Toys. I talked about how, because that's the channel I started YouTube on, by the way. And I have I'm optimistic about things, and I hope you can be too. And just remember the limitations that they set really amount to about $100 to $120 a year if you get the 4,000 hours of watch time. So just work on doing that. But I think one of the things that a lot of people miss with YouTube is like they might view people that are successful on YouTube as lucky, but they don't think about all the hard work that goes into it. I can look at just the channels that are successful in our genre, the Lego genre. I know what hard work it is for the poor quality videos that I make. So when I see higher quality videos and those people doing well, I know that they took even more work to do that. It wasn't luck or just chance. It wasn't gaming the system through sub-botting. It wasn't gaming the system through doing sub for sub. It was from doing the hard work. So what I have to ask myself, and what you have to ask yourself if you're wanting to do better on YouTube is, am I making videos that people want to watch? And if you want to get the massive views in the Lego field, you got to be making videos that everybody can watch. Now, the other alternative to that, though, is just do this to have fun. If you do it just to have fun, just to share your passion, it won't really matter. And if you're good at it, if you're consistent at it, you'll get growth, and you may be pleasantly surprised. Why did I put extra emphasis on that? I don't know. You can be pleasantly surprised if you have fun with what you're doing. And I'm getting a little bit of that joy back. I've had fun doing these style of videos with you, and I hope you've enjoyed them. Remember what Bill and Ted said. Party on, dudes. No, be excellent to each other. Now, see you in the next video from BrickTsar.